Hello guys, this is teacher Eunice and welcome to our channel. So today I'm here to help you review for the subject literary criticism. So keep watching because I prepared 10 questions for you guys to answer. So without further ado, let's start. So question number 1. It is a sign in which the signifier has a concrete causal relationship to the signified. So letter A, index, letter B, icon, letter C, symbol. So I will give you a 5 seconds to think the correct answer. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. So time is up. So the correct answer is letter A, index. So in culture studies, there is what we call semiotics, so which is concerned with the study of sign systems. So semiotics focuses on 3 aspects of the sign, which are the index, the icon, and the symbol. So index is the answer because when we say index, it is a sign where the signifier has a direct connection to the signified. For example, smoke signifies fire. Another example, a knock on the door signifies that someone is there. An icon, on the other hand, is a sign in which the signifier basically resembles the subject it represents. And then a symbol is a sign in which the relationship between signifier and signified is neither natural nor necessary but arbitrary. So let's move on to question number 2. So Northrop Frye's theory of myths argues that there are 4 mythoi that are the underlying structure of literary genres: comedy, romance, tragedy, and irony or satire. Which mythoi is associated with the genre of romance? A. Mythos of spring, B. Mythos of summer, and letter C. Mythos of winter. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. So time is up. So the correct answer is letter B, Mythos of summer. So why? So Fryer argues that humans imagine the world in 2 ways. They represent in their imaginations the ideal world and contrast it with how they view the real world. So the ideal world is a world of innocence and happiness, and Fryer calls it the mythos of summer, which is associated with the genre of romance. Then the mythos of spring associated with the genre of comedy. It is about birth and joy, for instance, while the mythos of winter associated with satire. It is about wintry death. It is bitter and cold. So next, question number 3. Gerard Genette proposes the theory of narrative. He suggests that text has 3 levels. Which level of text refers to the act of telling the story to some audience? Letter A, narrative, B, narration, and letter C, story. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. So time is up, and the correct answer is letter B, narration. So why? So when we say narration, involves sharing the story with an audience and thereby producing the narrative. Story, on the other hand, provides the content of the tale in the order in which events actually happened to the characters. And the narrative, it refers to the actual words on the page, the discourse, the text itself, from which the reader constructs both story and narration. So let's move on to question number 4. It refers to the arrangement of events in the narrative concerning time. So letter A, mood, letter B, voice, and letter C, tense. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is letter C, tense. So why? So, because a tense, it is the arrangement of events in the narrative with respect to time. So that arrangement involves the notions of order, duration, and frequency. And then, mood is the atmosphere of the narrative created by distance and perspective. And the voice, of course, it refers to the voice of the narrator. So let's move on to question number 5. Okay, it refers to the process of making the familiar seem unfamiliar or strange. So letter A, fabula, letter B, Suzette, letter C, defamiliarization. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. Okay, time is up. So the correct answer is letter C, defamiliarization. Defamiliarization. So when we say defamiliarization, it occurs through the use of poetic language, metaphors, symbols, ambiguity, and other such literary devices. So through these devices, understanding is embedded, and people are not reduced to automated reading. Instead, they are forced to slow down and read the text more closely. On the other hand, fabula refers to the chronological sequence of events in a narrative. And then, Suzette refers to how the story is narrated to the reader through the use of different literary devices to render the storytelling unique and unfamiliar. So next, question number 6. So using Althusser's concept of the ISA or ideological state apparatus and the RSA, repressive state apparatus, identify which example falls under the RSA. Letter A, police, letter B, families, and letter C, sport competitions. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. Okay, time is up. So the correct answer is letter A, police. So why? So guys, when we say repressive state apparatus or RSA, it refers to those apparatus that are able to physically control the population. Those that threaten to act with force. It rules if rules are not upheld. On the other hand, ideological state apparatus refers to those apparatus that are able to mentally influence the population. So those that act to construct the values and ideologies which govern the way people behave. So police falls under RSA because police make people obey the laws and rules of a society. On the other hand, families and sport competition falls under ISA because family, it teaches us about the ideology where we need to respect our parents and the elders. And then sport competition, it teaches us about the ideology that when a sport competition, when having a sport competition, there should be sportsmanship involved. Okay, next question. Question number 7. It refers to a young protagonist's journey from childhood to adulthood. A. Binary opposition. B. Bildungsroman. C. Epiphany. So your 5 seconds timer starts now. So time is up. The correct answer is letter B. Bildungsroman. So why Bildungsroman? So when we say Bildungsroman, it refers to a young boy to build up into a man. So Bildungs means a young boy and Roman means adventure or quest. And Epiphany, on the other hand, is the character's sudden realization about the world and gives a lesson in life. And the binary opposition, it refers to the idea that we understand something because it is the opposite of something else. For example, we understand what is good because it is the opposite of evil. Okay, let's move on to question number 8. It focuses on demonstrating how there is only one valid way of understanding the text, and that is by relying only on what is on the written page. Letter A, structuralism. Letter B, formalism. And letter C, new criticism. Your 5 seconds timer starts now. Okay, time is up, and the correct answer is letter C, new criticism. So why? Because new criticism focuses on close reading and analysis of the text itself rather than the author or historical context. And structuralism is a way of perceiving the world in terms of structures such as language, genres, and binary opposition. It is an approach that studies underlying systems of language, culture, literature. And then formalism, it focuses on the structural features of a text without considering its context or meaning. And then both formalism and structuralism have roots in the linguistic theories of Ferdinand de Saussure. But structuralism is more focused on how language is made up of a system of signs and signification. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Who is the proponent of Marxism? Letter A, Sigmund Freud. Letter B, Karl Marx. Letter C, Ferdinand de Saussure. So your 5 second timer starts now. Okay, time is up, and the correct answer is letter B. So the proponent of Marxism is Karl Marx. So then Sigmund Freud was the founding father of the psychoanalysis, a theory of how the mind works. And structuralism as a literary theory and linguistic discipline can first be traced back to the ideas of Ferdinand de Saussure. Lastly, question number 10. It represents our basic instincts and desires. A, id, B, ego, and C, superego. Your 5 seconds timer starts now. Okay, time's up, and the correct answer is letter A, id. So why? So when we say id, it is the pleasure-seeking part of the mind. So it focused on immediate gratification. And on the other hand, ego is the rational mediator. It balances its impulses with social norms. And the superego is our moral conscience, pushing us to follow ethical standards. And that ends our review under the subject literary criticism. I hope you enjoyed this kind of review, and don't forget to comment down below how many items you've got correct. I really hope you learned a lot from this review. Again, this is Teacher Eunice, and thank you for watching.